Stepping into the box for Smoking Hope.
This stage looks good today. It looks fast today. Hey team, it's your guy Carlos with a K, back at the range for a 6-stage Saturday match, back at Temple Gun Club. Doing my stage walkthroughs just to make sure that I understand exactly my game plan for each stage, and of course to grab some video for you. Let's watch. Stepping into the box for Roundabout. So here it looks like the plates are off a little bit. Like standing in my normal spot, these two plates are kind of overlapping. You know, gotta adjust a little bit sometimes from what you normally do. And the final stage of the day is going to be speed option. I haven't shot speed option since in over a year. This looks like a great setup with speed option. So today we'll be shooting Roundabout, speed option, Showdown, Smoking Hope, 5 to go, and Accelerator. Those are some pretty fast stages. I guess target goal today would be, let's see, 52, about a 46 on the total time. Let's see how it goes.
I got some notes here that I really want to watch for in this particular episode. One of the pieces that I don't do enough when I make these videos is explain how I want you to use them, or ways to glean what information from this series of videos. First and foremost, you're going to notice that I just set a goal for an entire match, which means I need to know what I'm going to shoot for each stage, which means each string, and I have targets that are well beyond what I'm capable of shooting, but those are the targets that I set. So if you're able to reach your targets, well, you need to adjust and make stretch goals. I'm usually at least four plus seconds off from where I'd like to be in a match, but that accounts for errors that are gonna happen. So one of the pieces I want you to watch in this particular video is all about form. So we're gonna do each stage one at a time, and yes, these are long videos, but each stage has its own unique stance, position, tips, and quirks. We're about to start on the speed option stage, and what I want you to watch for is form. I want you to watch for any jerky body movements. If you see a body movement, you know, stop and start really quick, I want you to look for those things, as well as how much movement happens from the arms only and what the torso is doing. For most of these stages, you should not see any movement at all in the torso area. Once the arms come up into position, it's simply a twisting motion from below this top body area. That's what I want you to watch for in this episode, is the stiffness of the torso, especially between the three shooters.
Stand by. 165. Stand by.
I really like the way Shane, he approaches the stage, goes down from his first target to low ready. I've seen many of the top shooters adopt that particular trait. I know I took it from someone else.
319.
And again, how much of the body actually moves through this particular exercise is what you're looking for. What I like to see is, again, all the times are decreasing from 432 to 292. So he's getting faster each time, which is how most stages will work.
292. Are you ready? Stand by.
What I thought the difference between rimfire rifle and rimfire pistol, which led to faster times, is his hip position and the torso movement is much less with rifle than it is with pistol.
249.
But I know.
Stand by. 276.
Oh man.
Man, all I can tell you about this run with PCC is I was all over the place.
Are you ready? Stand by.
and I was just trying to go faster than I needed to go. When I finally got it together, I forgot to change mags, ran out of ammo. So, cost myself there with a not paying attention move, which happened multiple times in this match. But again, luckily we're not studying mistakes, we're studying simply form. Down to low ready. 2.25 is usually my target per string on this one.
Stand by. 226.
That was total. I stopped too early. Everything was really easy, and I just didn't finish off the stage.
If you're done, unload, show clear.
So again, you got to see two different people shoot this stage, and what we're looking at is form. And Charles is newer to the game than both Shane and I, so he should have more mistakes in his form.
Are you ready? Stand by. 3, 4, stand by.
And honestly, his form looks pretty good. He just looks a little tense.
397. Stand by. 404. 404. Stand by. 274. 27. Ready. Stand by. 308. If you are done, unload, show clear. Are you ready?
Charles shot a second gun this time, rifle division.
278. 278.
He classified as A his first match was rifle, so he definitely got faster after this one.
368. 368. Stand by.
But he's doing really well rotating from the torso. So I consider his form, probably an 8 out of 10 on how he's executing. Couldn't be much better. The thing that I think he's doing is, if you watch when he comes up from low ready, his shoulders also move versus simply the arms returning to the first target position.
Clear, you can flag and back. Stand by. 176.
Just looking at the scores,
Stand by.
fairly consistent, like a half a second first shot for the most part, and a second shot in just under 0.3 seconds.
70.
0.3, under 0.3, back to the stop.
162.
So again, the movement and the form.
Stand by. 162.
Again, form here, but also this one I do pretty good at showing my grip. How the forearms come together to lock that pistol in place. Get your hands on the pistol, but then those forearms come together to really lock things in. But again, super minute movements on this one. If you watch from the time the hands come up, they're not moving a lot. So this is a really tight stage. No need to over move past the target. Smooth and easy on this one.
3 overall, sir. Are you ready? Stand by.
So watching Charles here, he mentioned that what was difficult for this stage was he didn't realize, after he had practiced this dry firing, that the large plates would be so far back and so small. So he had a couple misses starting on the big plates.
by. 266.
So Charles had a little bit better time with rifle.
Stand by.
It looks like he got some help from the timer on string number 2.
Stand by.
But overall, a sub 10-second run on a stage is a milestone, in my opinion. This is a faster stage, so sub 9. But you have to work your way up through the different times for a stage, and I consider each second that you drop below the milestone.
Stand by.
I really like Shane's form throughout his entire runs. I mean, there's a reason why he shoots GM times. There's a reason why he has a GM ranking. Like, he maintains a consistent form, a consistent routine each time throughout every different stage in the match, which is key, critical.
Stand by.
I had some issues on Accelerator. So there are times when mentally things get to me. And one of them is if people say shooter ready versus are you ready? I know that you are a USPSA shooter and you know different commands and not always know the rules of Steel Challenge. Right here, as soon as I'm getting ready, I think about it. As soon as he hit the beep, I knew I didn't have enough rounds to finish. Which is how I got the mag and still did a mag change and a 5-second run.
Stand by.
And that cost me probably 3 seconds off my standard time. So go back to form.
226.
Very little movement except for where I need to move. The arms, shoulders, torso, head, all locked together once that first shot happens.
203 again.
You know, once Charles gets consistent, I can see he's getting faster. 254, 240, 280 with 6 shots. He just needs to calm the misses down. And I think with pistol, what we determined on this, his third match, was he needs to grip the pistol differently. It's moving too much as he's shooting it, according to him. Now I really thought this kid did an amazing job with rifle. It doesn't show here because he had a few misses. But picking up rifle for the first time and doing really well, I thought.
Stand by.
Okay, I get it from Tom.
270.
Now, up until this point, I was shooting almost last at every stage. Here I asked to move to a different order. I wanted to go first and I wanted to have some clean plates for a change because in Temple, we only paint after the entire squad has shot just due to time because it's 6 p.m. by the time we start and we need to end by 8 p.m. So just to help make sure everybody gets a chance to go in the light, you know, we kind of move fast. Now I'll tell you, we got to watch this one in pistol. I'm going to watch it with you because this 101% GM on 5 to go, to me, is a pretty good one. But again, we're watching form. I get set up on that hard target, come across. I'm going to go right back up through that same line I just drew. So you notice Charles continued to go last. He didn't get to change spots. So the targets are pretty shot up by the time he got there.
493.
So here he was trying different things with his grip. And I think what he was trying here just didn't work out for him. And again, we've talked about how we should do grip, so maybe I'll do a whole episode on gripping the pistol. His elbows are just too wide. He needs to bring the forearms together more. And then you lock your hands together. Like those two hands having a gap between them is a problem.
Stand by.
But overall, right there, his form is great. He's coming up, and there's no movement in the body, in the hips. His adjustments are coming exactly how they need to be between the targets.
Stand by.
Now, this is probably my favorite stage of the match was watching Charles
Stand by.
really master smoke and hope. Yes, he got a B on this one with a 984, but the times are going down for the most part where, you know, these next two runs are 2.2 and again, another sub 10-second stage. But you could really see that gun, to me, jumping around. So we'll work on his grip and we'll talk about grips in the review of the next match. This one's about form. And again, once you lock at that first target, everything should rotate together.
Stick with it.
Head, torso.
Damn.
It was.
That was the run, man. It was. This one, no. This one's the run, bro. Stand by. Good pick on 8. 197. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
245. 175. Stand by.
It's amazing that little hiccup in the cadence cost, you know, the difference between a 1 and 2 second. And the difference in speed there from a 199 to the 165 next, again, such a contrast for such a, you know, small 0.33 of a second. But again, what we are watching is right here, the form on the person, that this area does not move.
199. Stand by.
Or at least as minimal as possible as you rotate,
Stand by.
you know, from the lower part of your upper part of your waist. But so I didn't actually analyze what Charles was doing during the match. I'll let him kind of learn on his own, but we will review some feedback and I'll let him know. Again, we've talked about his grip, and there I think he just came out of it too fast. We did talk about staying with it. After that last shot, hold for 1 second. You just spent 2 seconds shooting it, hold for 1 more second. Another favorite stage of mine is, you know, Roundabout. It's fast. Again, Charles had another sub 10-second stage with rifle. And a couple, you know, and a second 192 or sub 2 second run on the stage, which I consider is great, because if you can run a stage under 2 seconds, you're finishing the stage in under 8. And so after a great start, you could tell he tries to turn it up. So let's watch his form.
286. 5.
And you can see how his back kind of rolls a little bit. He's bending over. To me, he's more hunched into the gun. So great match in Temple. Form is on point. Just got to work on consistency and keeping the eyes on the targets. You want to watch the target, bring the dot to your focus. Don't watch the dot. Until next time, KBA, keep being awesome. Later, Chris.